My fiancée told me to give up my son and adopt her daughter. When I refused, she threatened to leave. I let her. 3 months later, she came back, but I was already gone. Hello Reddit I+ here. My name is Daniel Cruz, 37, and this is the story of how I almost lost my son in the name of love, and how that same love revealed itself to be a lie wrapped in manipulation. I met Tasha at a charity gala in Portland. She was radiant, full of energy, and introduced herself as a single mom raising a 5-year-old daughter named Lena. We hit it off quickly, too quickly, in hindsight. She was smart, funny, affectionate, and within 6 months, we were living together. I had a 9-year-old son, Miles, from a previous relationship. His mother had walked out when he was 2, and I'd raised him alone ever since. He was my world, my reason for everything. I introduced him to Tasha slowly. At first, she was all smiles and games with him. She told her friends, "Daniel's son is so polite. He's like a little gentleman." She'd pack his lunch, take him to soccer practice, braid Lena's hair while Miles sat at the table doing homework. It all felt like a dream coming together, but dreams have sharp edges when they start to fall apart. It started subtly. "Why does Miles get to stay up later than Lena?" she'd ask. Or, "I noticed he doesn't say please every time. Maybe we need to work on discipline." Then came the comparison. "You're always focused on Miles. Do you even realize how that makes Lena feel? She's just a child too, and she's never known a real father. Maybe if you spent more time with her?" At first, I thought she was just struggling to adjust to being a blended family. I tried harder. I took Lena to her ballet recitals. I let her decorate her room. I even missed a few of Miles's school meetings, just to make Tasha feel seen. But the more I gave, the more she demanded. One night, she dropped a bomb I never expected. We were in bed, her head on my chest. She said, "Dan, we need to make things official. If we're going to build a future together, we need to start thinking like a unit. No more my kid and your kid. Just our child." I thought she meant the idea of having one together. But then she said it. "I want us to adopt Lena legally. And I think it's time you consider letting Miles go live with his grandparents. He needs male guidance, sure, but he also needs to know he's not always going to be the center of your universe." I sat up, stunned. "You want me to send my son away? For what, balance?" "No," she said, her tone suddenly sharp. "For fairness. You can't expect me to play mother to your child while mine constantly feels second. It's either we do this as one family, or not at all." I couldn't even speak. I just got out of bed and stared at her like I was seeing her for the first time. "You're serious?" I asked. "I'm protecting my daughter," she said. "Now you choose. Adopt Lena, send Miles to his grandparents, and we build a family, or I walk." She didn't expect me to say anything then. I could tell she thought I'd come around, that I'd bend like I had before, but this was my line. So I looked her dead in the eye and said, "Pack your things." She didn't say a word, just stared at me like I'd slapped her. I walked out of the room and slept on the couch that night. The next day, she was gone. The first few weeks were hard, not because I missed her, but because I had to explain to Miles why she and Lena weren't coming back. He asked if he did something wrong. I told him the truth, as gently as I could. She wanted something I couldn't give her, and I chose you. I'll always choose you. He nodded and just hugged me. But that wasn't the end. 3 months later, almost to the day, I got a text. "Tasha, hey, can we talk? I've made a huge mistake." I ignored it. A few hours later, I got another. "I miss you. Lena misses you. We need to fix this. I'm ready to start fresh." She didn't know that by then, I was already gone, emotionally, mentally, and physically, because 2 weeks before her message, I had learned the truth. Miles' teacher, Ms. Gutierrez, had called me in for a meeting. I thought it was about his grades, but when I arrived, her face was pale. She said, "I'm sorry to ask, but has anyone new been picking up Miles lately?" "No, just me." "Why?" She hesitated, then pulled up a voicemail from the school's office phone. It was a woman, pretending to be me. "Hi, this is Daniel Cruz. I'm authorizing my wife Tasha to pick up my son Miles today, and moving forward. Thank you." She'd faked a call to try and take my son, weeks after leaving. Ms. Gutierrez had gotten suspicious because the woman's voice didn't sound like mine, and Miles told her, "That's not my mom." My blood ran cold. I went straight to a lawyer. We got a protective order within 48 hours. I changed every emergency contact, updated school records, and made sure my work knew never to let anyone but me or my sister near my son. And then, I found out the rest. A friend of mine who still followed Tasha on social media sent me screenshots from a private account she didn't know I had access to. Photos of her and her ex hugging Lena, captioned, "Finally back where we belong, starting over. Real love always wins." It was dated just 3 weeks after she walked out of my life. She had left me thinking I'd come crawling. Instead, She'd run straight into the arms of the man she once told me was toxic and deadbeat, and when it fell apart, as it clearly had, she came back to the man she thought was her fallback plan, me, but I wasn't there anymore. When she came to the house, she was shocked to find it empty. I'd moved across town into a new apartment. New locks, new school district, new chapter. She tried calling. I blocked her. She emailed me, saying Lena cried every night and missed me. I didn't respond. Then, finally, she showed up at my new job, standing outside the building like a ghost from a bad memory. She started crying the moment she saw me. Dan, please. I was scared. I thought you didn't want a real family. I said only one thing. I had a real family. You tried to take it from me. She reached for my hand. I stepped back. You can go now, and don't ever try to contact my son again. If you do, I'll make sure the court hears everything. She didn't cry after that. She just stared, like she finally realized what she'd destroyed. It's been nearly a year now. Miles just turned 10. We go hiking every other weekend. He's learning guitar. He laughs more now, sleeps better too. As for me, I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. I'm just awake. Love isn't measured by grand gestures or ultimatums. It's measured by what someone does when you refuse to abandon the people who matter most. Tasha thought I'd trade my son for her, but in the end, I traded her for my son's future, and it was the best deal I've ever made.